Hey there, Sagittarius. Hope that you're well. It's Amber here at Symbols for Living, delivering your February reading, answering the question, how does he or she feel about you currently in February? So we've got last month, this month, and next month, and possibly further on into the near future as well, in terms of how they feel. Also got their subconscious drives, or things that are hidden to both of you or one of you, things that are hidden, that aren't really, like anyone's really conscious of. And then we've got the conscious intentions. That's just like this. And also their conscious intentions with regards to how they're going to act on how they feel about you. So I think you can just about see this in the camera. So yeah, if you do enjoy the video, please do like, share and subscribe. I've also got an Etsy shop. Just simply type in Symbols for Living, all one word, at etsy.com. Give me a search, you'll find my shop there and see all of my lovely, delightful items I think that you guys will appreciate, as you are also interested in astrology, tarot and spiritualism, etc. Yeah, and if you'd like to book your own reading, I'd be more than happy to conduct one for you. Yeah, just email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com if you need your own reading. Yeah, and otherwise I think I'll just get started. So currently we've got your partner, Sagittarius, feeling the Prince of Cups and the Five of Coins. So your partner is obviously feeling left out in the cold, feeling like they're not deserving, or feeling like they're not appreciated, feeling overlooked. And they may very well, this may very well be because they really want to express themselves. They really want to maybe say how they feel. Especially with the Prince of Cups here. This talks about someone, you know, taking, being courageous in love and really fighting for love. But this person may just feel that they're not able to do this. They don't have the support or your support in them doing this. And they may just feel like it's a bit of a dead end. Like they may want to express themselves but can't really see much coming from it. So they may not be expressing themselves. They may not feel like they've got enough. Like, you know, they may just fall flat on their face and just be rejected. But this person's definitely very much in love with you, and has got a lot of strong feelings towards you. But I just don't feel like they are going to come forward. Because they don't feel like you're interested, or that you're really supporting the idea, and that there's nothing really to invest in anymore. So yeah, in the past we've got the Prince of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So in the past your partner probably was maybe moving a bit slowly, really thinking long and hard before making any commitment, being quite strategic about their approach. Maybe they were even more focused on work, especially with the Two of Pentacles. They may have felt like they had to juggle between maybe work and relationships. They may have also been juggling other people, this is basically a card where someone is finding it hard to make a choice between two, so therefore keeps both choices and kind of plays with the idea of committing to one or the other. So still kind of a bit of soul searching going on there for your partner in the past. So yeah, but it looks like the reason why they were taking so long, or the reason why they were taking so long is because they were juggling and weighing up two options. They did want to make a brand new commitment, but they weren't going to do it hastily. They were still very much undecided, basically, as to how they wanted to move forward. Because when they do move forward, there's going to be an actual full-on commitment. They're going to really want to see it all the way through to the end. So that's probably why as well they were so indecisive before. It could also mean that the reason why they were indecisive, Sagittarius, because they didn't know whether or not you offered a long-term commitment. So therefore, like, it's basically a not wanting to make a commitment, but not because they don't like you or because they're not interested, but they're maybe not too sure if it will be the kind of commitment that they're looking for, that you were maybe going to, they were going to, you know, get that long-term relationship. So they may have focused more on work or on other things, or kind of just left the ball in your court, or kind of just remained undecided, basically, and possibly even juggling other people or entertaining other people. But again, this is very playful, very light-hearted, still explorative kind of energy. Not that they've made a commitment to anyone else, I don't think. Especially with the Prince of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles isn't someone that really makes a commitment that quickly. It's actually someone who thinks through any commitment or decision for some time. So yeah, this person was undecided, and it really slowed down them maybe coming forward and making a final commitment, or offering a final commitment to you. It could also mean that they did offer a commitment, but they maybe just, again, felt like it was not on solid ground. Things were still unsteady. They didn't really maybe feel from you that you were going to be committed to them, possibly as well. So that caused them to be quite non-committal too. Although, as we see currently, they do genuinely care about you, and they do actually really like you. But again, they may feel like they've lost an opportunity because of them taking so long. Either way, now they are ready to come forward, but I don't think they think you're going to be receiving their offer that well. Especially with the Judgment card here, it's almost like you're clearing the decks. You're starting anew. You could be hoping for, I mean, if you have broken up, the Judgment card could mean that you're coming back around to them, that you want to revisit the relationship. But I usually see the Judgment card as like a final judgment. It's, especially with the Sun card as well, it's like a clarity has been offered to you in this situation, and you can now see the relationship for what it is. You can see exactly what, you know, where you want to go. You know, you've been given this kind of clarity, although the Judgment card will talk about possibly a harsh reality, or definitely has not come easy. So you may have had to do a bit of soul searching yourself, but you have come to a decision, especially with the Justice card in the future as well. It's like you've come to a decision, or you're wanting to come to a decision, and you're kind of wanting to lay everything bare, have everything out in the open, and deal with things as they are and move forward. Yeah. So in the past, you had the Three of Wands. So with this kind of stalemate almost situation that your partner has experienced back in January, it looks like you, with the Three of Wands here, like you may have kind of extended your interest to this person. You may have said, you know, yeah, I am interested in you. But maybe you were more of the, you kind of just throw your hat into the circle kind of thing. Like, yeah, I'd be interested in exploring this. And maybe it was quite light-hearted. You kind of just threw something in to see what you might get out of it. No particular expectations. Yes, with a hope, you know, yeah, you know, your heart was in it to an extent. Like, you knew that it was something that you wanted to do, that you thought it could be quite fun, that you thought there could be quite a positive outcome. But again, the Three of Wands is kind of like you're just kind of throwing it out there, and you're just hoping something good comes back. But you know that it's a kind of risk. However, you know that it's, you know, the only way to move things forward is to kind of just take that step and take a leap of faith in a sense as well. And just see what's out there. So you may have been waiting for this person. to kind of give you some feedback. But this person may have been, as I said, juggling other people or other ideas or other commitments, and wasn't really sure whether or not, like, how to make the commitment, which one is going to be the certain commitments. Like this person, the Prince of Pentacles isn't someone that maybe acts on inspiration and acts on their intuition. They just need to see everything completely clear. Like, it needs to be, they need to carry out a full investigation, you know, and then another investigation, and then maybe a third person needs to overview it as well, you know, and then they can be sure they're making the right choice. So they just basically took too long to think about it and constantly weighing at the pros and cons, left you in this kind of waiting or holding position. But it looks like you don't want to wait anymore. You kind of want to get everything out in the open, and you want to just yeah, deal with things as they are. See things, have honest conversations, open up possibly as well. But you do want to move forward. You're kind of tired of being stuck in this holding state. It was getting stagnant. It was almost like a death, you know, just this constant standing still, when now you kind of really want to move forward. Regardless of what you're moving forward with, you're prepared for whatever comes out, whatever is said, whatever the reality is. You just want to move forward. You're ready for that. And it's almost like you feel it in your bones, like you can't sit still any longer. You need to move forward. So subconsciously, your partner has the Hermit card and the Fool card. So your partner is doing a lot of soul searching themselves. They're really trying to find their inner truth. I think they're trying to figure out exactly what way they want to go. You know, really, that's where the commitment lies. It's not really in the person, but is it aligned with my long-term vision? Not, is this person working and got a this and that and the other, like not necessarily ticking boxes, but more so, does this person fit in with my vision for my life? Does this person have the same desires as me, the same interests, the same standards, the same outlook, you know, on life? Are we on the same page? You know, for instance, me as someone who's interested in spirituality, if I'm going to be getting with someone, it's quite hard to get with someone who really is like a maybe really scientific about everything and is quite the pessimist when it comes to spirituality. Although we probably, you know, opposites can always meet. I know that that's going to be not really in line with my own goals. So sometimes, you know, that person could be a great scientist and have all these great boxes ticked, but they may not be in line with my actual path. So I feel like your partner is really thinking about that. They are really in deep thought. That's really what's going on with them, is that they're trying to find out where their path lies, and they really want to start that journey. They recognize that they do have to be brave in order to do that, and that it would be a completely new beginning. So as I said, if you are involved with an earth sign, which it looks like you probably are, they probably are a Virgo, they do want to make the right choice. They want it to be done properly. And you know, yeah, this isn't just about finances or another person. I think this is a bit deeper for them. This is really about, you know, what their path is telling them to possibly do, or what choice to make. And they do recognize that it would be a brand new beginning, like a full-on commitment to a new path, which would require some risk. For them, they feel like it will be a risk, and they don't want to make it a foolish risk either. They don't want it to be foolish. They don't want it to backfire. So they're probably saying, okay, well, I can't say for sure if it's going to work, but at least if it's aligned with my path, I know I can't really go wrong. And maybe it's kind of like that. So they're really trying to think this through. They're still trying to be really earth sign about it. And, you know, be very practical about things. And even though they're trying to take a risk, trying to take a calculated risk still. So, yeah. But it looks like you're tired of waiting. And I think you kind of want things to kind of move forward now. You want that judgment day to come. You're looking for the, like, can you just give me a final answer as to what you want to do going forward? You've got the Ten of Cups. So you could be feeling quite emotionally happy right now, having a really great time with family, children, friends, all of that. Feeling very emotionally content at the moment, especially mentally. You're feeling like you have everything that you need. You feel emotionally fulfilled. With regards to this relationship, it could be that you're thinking about a long-term future with this person. You could be thinking that this person actually really does make you happy and does offer you a future and does give you that emotional contentness, especially when it comes to like home life and family. Like they're very comforted feelings. You maybe feel really comforted around this person, really positive, and secure and stable. This does also talk about ultimate happiness and great happily ever after kind of a scenario. So you could be kind of thinking along those lines in your head. Subconsciously, that's really what drives you. Is that really what you want? Is someone to feel comfortable around, someone to share all your best moments with. You're looking for the ultimate fulfillment. You're at that stage. That's probably why the Judgment card is here. Is like you want this. You want the 10 out of 10. You want the max. You want the most. You want the best when it comes to your relationships. So you're not really wanting to sit around and wait. Like you know what you want. And you may have even experienced it before as well. You could be kind of working to some sort of ideal when it comes to relationships as well, subconsciously. So you may not even be aware of it fully. Maybe, you know, before you get to bed and, you know, when you really, your mind really winds down and, you know, your subconscious thoughts kind of flow a bit more easier. You may recognize that that's really what drives you forward in relationships, period, is that you're looking for someone that you can create a family with and have a long-term future with, have emotional fulfillment with, ultimately, as well. So we've got, okay, so it looks like because they may feel like they're going to be rejected, although they're still feeling quite brave, they're still holding on to something with the Prince of Cups. They haven't quite let go, although they don't feel they're going to be well received. This seems to have spurred them into kind of having this independent woman kind of, or independent man kind of energy. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. These two women are, in the deck, are known to be single people. People who focus on work, people who focus on the matter of facts in life and kind of try to get emotion out of it. This person could be cutting you out. They could be determined to cut you out in some way, or to not really show you their emotion. You know, their intentions is to hold back. They may feel hurt by the fact that maybe you have rejected them, maybe because you couldn't wait any longer and you've said, you know what, I've got other things I need to do, and when you know, finally get round to it, maybe we can talk about it, but or around to decide it, maybe we can talk about it. But they see that as rejection, and I feel they've just said to themselves, well, you know, I'm fine on my own. I'll be fine on my own. But with the Queen of Swords, it tells me that really this person isn't really fine on their own, and they're not very happy about it. But they're putting on a front. They intend to put on a front like they're happy on their own, and they're going to get on with their work. They're going to focus on their business or their career, and make themselves happy and spoil themselves and, you know, pamper themselves. So yeah, but yeah, the Queen of Swords does suggest that they're not particularly happy about it. And if you do communicate, it's going to be very, you know, stoic, if that's the word, and like minimal and to the point. And there's not going to be any any sort of like lovey-dovey kind of conversations that's really going to come out of this. Their intentions is to remain self-sufficient and to keep their feelings under wraps, because they're just worried they're going to get hurt. The Queen of Swords is always worried she's going to get hurt, you know. So she may even hurt someone first before they hurt her, if, you know, on a really bad day. It's a form of defensiveness, you know, is that they feel they're defending themselves, but really it's misplaced defensiveness sometimes. So yeah, You may see more of that side to them. Or that's their intention anyway. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant card for you. So your intentions are to, again, this is about final decisions. It could be very well related to the Ten of Cups, where your intentions is to try to possibly make this connection more stable, more traditional, more committed. You know, you could be hoping for that, especially with the Queen of Cups in the future, like where you do kind of get more into your emotions about things and you do become more loving or express yourself, definitely in love with the idea of love in the future, and very much, you know, led by your feelings of love. So this would tell me that it's likely that you are wanting commitment from this person, and you do want a serious relationship with them, and you intend maybe to express that to them, or you intend to kind of go through, to have that conversation with them about a possible committed, more traditional relationship. This could also be that you're setting certain standards for yourself. You intend to only go for the best, only go for, again, the Ten of Cups, only go for the very best in relationships. You don't want a frivolous kind of non-meaningful thing. You want a traditional relationship. You could even be looking for a traditional partner. So you could be looking, if you're a man, you could be looking for a very ladylike woman who really embodies everything there is to do with like being a woman and femininity, to the point where you could really want to be the breadwinner and you would want her to be a lady of leisure or a housewife, you know, or whatever. But it's like that, those traditional roles, I feel that's what your intention is. That's what you want for the foreseeable future for yourself, and that's what you'll be working towards, possibly with this person. You could be trying to work on this with this person, kind of offering a traditional relationship. The Hierophant is also about learning, higher learning. It also talks about marriage. So I don't know if you really see this person as, like, you might want to be coming clean about something. You might want to kind of say, this is how I feel. You might want to just like let it all out and say, look, I really like you and I really want to make a commitment to you. A traditional one. One that really binds you two together. You know? So, yeah, the Sun card would also suggest that there is some sort of bearing all kind of energy, kind of shining a light on everything, being clear, being open. Also talks about soulmates as well. So we've got 5 of Wands and 7 of Wands. There is some defensiveness here that you're going to have to deal with this month. Possibly defending your point, being willing to fight for something. If you know that this person is worth the fight, then if that's clear to you, then it may require you to kind of stand your ground and to kind of keep things going as you want them to. If you do feel that they are a soulmate and it is what you want. It looks like clarity is gained. You do have some sort of clarity. The clarity could be that you know you want a long-term relationship. You want something stable with this person. And I think they could very easily be a Virgo. Most definitely. And if not a Virgo, they're of another earth sign. Yeah, they could also have strong air in their chart as well. So it could be Libra, Aquarius, Gemini person as well. Okay, so in the near future, we've got the Justice card, the 8 of Swords. Justice card talks about being truthful to yourself and everyone else, standing in your truth. With the Eight of Swords, this person may finally reach a decision, but again, not feeling like they can act on it, feeling like overwhelmed with everyone else's point of view. So the Justice card and the Eight of Swords really are quite complementary cards in a sense, because the Justice card would encourage the Eight of Swords to not really care about what other people think and to use your own scale to figure out if something is what you want to do or not. So this person is concerned about other people, what they think in the near future, and also feeling like they don't know which move to make with you. So they may have decided, you know, they may come to that final decision with the Justice card that, okay, I know what I really want now. I know exactly what I want. I've weighed up all the pros and cons. I've had time to think about it. And they may feel like they're not able to move forward with you, like they're not able to not able to act for some reason. Maybe because they maybe still feel that they're going to get rejected. They don't know how to come at you about it. They just can't seem to figure out the right way to get to you. Or the right way to express themselves. Again, there's a kind of fear, and that's the same as the Queen of Swords. Like there's a fear of it not working out. They may feel they want you to come forward because really they feel that that would be the fairer way for things to be. They may feel like they want you to make the first move. They feel like that would be justice for them. Yeah, I feel like they want you to make the move. They don't want to make the move. They want you to, and I think it's because they think that that would be justice. That would be fair. Like, that would be the right thing to do. And that's very much the Queen of Swords kind of energy. Like, you come to me first. That would be fair. You know, rather than just, I mean, to a certain extent, that can be the case sometimes, where maybe if you have rejected someone, or not being very, you know, leaving someone out in the cold for whatever reason, maybe because, like I said, you felt like you were waiting too long, so you're just going to keep moving forward. This person may feel, well, you know, you moved away and made me feel like I was left out in the cold, so now I want you to come to me. And maybe they can't see any other way of this moving forward. That's the only solution that they've got right now. This will be for March. So currently in February, they're just kind of feeling quite very much in love and very much having romantic thoughts about you, but again not acting on them currently. And then in the future they maybe get a bit less emotional and more indignant, like, well, you should contact me kind of thing. And then we've got the Queen of Cups here. So you'll be feeling quite emotionally balanced regardless. And you will definitely be feeling a lot more receptive to any emotional kind of gestures made to you. You could also be going for a kind of time of healing as well, self-love. But love will be a main focus for you in the near future. You may be looking for love. You could be receptive to love. So again, there could be a kind of stalemate situation where you're very much in love, very happy to talk about it, and being very much in the position of waiting to receive that love. The Queen of Cups wouldn't really go and rush in and tell anyone that she loves them, although she won't be shy to, but she won't really chase anyone. She's more receptive. So it looks like you'll be waiting for them to make a move. They're waiting for you to make a move. So it looks like things still may not completely actualize or materialize into a relationship, even come March. But you'll definitely be feeling a lot more lovey-dovey, possibly towards this person or about the relationship. And I think you'll be willing to talk about love with this person. And you could also be very much in love with the person and just ready for love. You're feeling quite romantic, I think. It also talks about healing as well. The Queen of Cups can also, as they say, be a good friend. So I don't know if maybe you'll just be offering kind of a friendship to this person to begin with, at least. And just generally being there for this person. You have quite a soft approach to them. So you may just be kind of going with the flow as well. The Queen of Cups will be someone that just kind of goes with the flow. She goes with what's working and whatever leads her to her emotional fulfillment. And doesn't think about it too much. Okay, so it's definitely kind of a stalemate energy there, though. Not really much action. A lot of feelings, but not a lot of talking. So let's pull some cards from the Mirror Love Oracle deck for you Sagittarius for February 2018. Yeah, that always happens. Okay. Okay, so we've got Courting Man. Fair male seems to be an obstacle. Work is what brings you together. So you may have met at work. There is a triangle situation that your partner is having to deal with at the moment. Oh no, this is you. So you're dealing with the triangle situation. So you could have maybe more than one person that you're seeing, or you could realize that your partner was seeing other people, and you're learning how to manage those types of situations. Your partner sees you as a twin flame, and you see them as being very far away. Freedom is what I think you're after as well here. You want freedom from this. You don't want the restriction of having to wait. And that could be what the Queen of Cups is about as well. It's about that emotional freedom. It's about allowing emotions to come up and respecting each emotion as it does, and not to think about it too much and give it thoughts and then overthink it. It's just about allowing emotion to flow. She's like water. She goes with the flow. And that might be what you're looking to do in the near future as well. It looks like you will achieve that. You will achieve this kind of like being more receptive and kind of just going with the feels like they don't really want to go out on a limb. We've got the Courting Man. So you could be the Courting Man if you're a male watching this. And if you are interested in someone, then Spirit is saying that, yeah, maybe you might need to make the first move. You might need to become that Courting Man. If you're a woman, then this tells you that you are being courted. And that possibly there is someone, or this person is trying to court you. They are interested in you. They would like to be, because the Courting Man is very much like the Prince of Cups or the Knight of Cups. It's someone who's the Knight in shining armor, the Courting Man, the one that brings the flowers and pours the wine and opens the doors and all of that kind of stuff. You know, the Courting Man, he makes sure that he's attractive to you, and you know, he does all the charming stuff. And so you're just being told here, all my female Sagittarians, that this guy definitely, that's what he wants to do. He wants to be that courting guy for you. He wants to court you. The challenge is the fair male. So this could be a third party. So with the triangle card here, it could be that you are seeing someone else, possibly. Or that your partner is seeing someone else. But I think it's probably you, because this is your position and you're dealing with the triangle. So you could be caught up in a triangle. You could be feeling like you're caught up in a triangle. So you may not even actually be in a triangle, but you may feel like you are. And yeah, if you actually are in a triangle situation, it would be the fair male that is the obstacle. There's possibly a younger man involved. I would say like an air sign, to be honest, like a Gemini type person, possibly. This card does remind me of Gemini. Person that could be getting in the way of the relationship. Yeah. Your partner is learning about the mature woman. So their lessons this month is about maturing. Maybe they're learning, you know, because that's very much about the Queen of Swords as well, and the Nine of Pentacles. This person's maturing, coming into their own truth, and learning how to be really independent, possibly emotionally as well. But they have to find that balance. It's okay to be really, you know, independent and mature, but not to the extent where you're not able to have, you know, loving, fulfilling relationships. So they could be learning about, they could be maturing in that way. I think you may have a choice to make, possibly. Yeah, you could have a choice to make. You could have met someone else possibly during this time that you were apart. Maybe you want to kind of say it all, like with the Judgment card, look, I'm seeing other people, but I do want to be with you. Like, I am seeing other people, or talking to other people, maybe not seeing them, but I do want the Ten of Cups. I do want an actual traditional relationship. I don't want this kind of triangulated thing. I want something serious. You could be kind of wanting that, and definitely on the search for love going forward. With this person or not, I'm not too sure. I feel that there could be a chance that you want to set yourself free from all of this and you kind of take a new journey in love. You see this person is quite far away. That's how I see this card. Like, you have to kind of travel to see them. They see you with the twin flame. So they're learning lots of lessons, especially when they're like maturing as an individual through this relationship. So that's how they see it. Like, they're learning lots and lots of lessons. That's actually maturing them into a mature woman or mature man, possibly. And what brings you together is work. So you could have kind of similar work goals or career goals or monetary goals in common. Or it could be that you just know each other through work. It could be that you met on the way to work. It could be that you take the same route to work. But definitely you share work. You may have your own business together. You know, this could be something like that as well. Or be working on similar work ideas. But that's one thing you have in common, probably your work ethic. And that's what actually brings you together. So that is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Check out my Etsy shop, etsy.com. Just type in Symbols for Living in the search at etsy.com. You should find my shop and all of my lovely little delights there. And if you'd like your own reading, email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to carry one out for you. And I guess, yeah, that's it. Have a really good month. Happy Valentine's Day to all you lovers out there. And take good care. Bye.